Ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you today you were not created to stand idle. Life is a battlefield and a construction site, and in your hands God has placed a shovel and a sword. The shovel is for building, digging deep, laying strong foundations, planting seeds of hope, and creating the future you envision. Each day as you labor with this tool, you are preparing for something greater. But don't you dare think the shovel is enough on its own. The concept of dual purpose tools is one of the most profound principles when it comes to navigating life's journey. A shovel and a sword on the surface may appear as simple objects, mundane even, with clearly defined roles. But when viewed through the lens of purpose, they transform into symbols of the balance every individual must achieve to succeed. The shovel represents building, growth, and preparation, while the sword signifies protection, defense, and resilience. Both are vital, and neither can fulfill its true purpose without the other. Understanding their dual purpose offers a roadmap to face the complexities of life with clarity and strength. In life, the shovel serves as a metaphor for all that is constructive and foundational. When you wield the shovel, you are not just digging dirt, you are making room for growth. Each scoop represents effort, commitment, and progress. Whether you're building a career, nurturing relationships, or pursuing a dream, the shovel reminds us that success is a process, not an event. It demands that you prepare the soil of your life, plant the seeds of your aspirations, and patiently nurture them until they bear fruit. This is not glamorous work, it is unseen, often undervalued, but absolutely essential. But a shovel cannot work in isolation. The world is not always a place where progress is celebrated. There are obstacles, adversaries, and challenges that arise to threaten what you are building. That's where the sword comes in. The sword, unlike the shovel, is not a tool for creation, it is a tool for preservation. It reminds you that while you are called to build, you must also be prepared to defend. Life does not offer uncontested ground, and the moment you begin to make progress, opposition often follows. The sword equips you to stand firm, to fight off distractions, doubts, and detractors, and to safeguard the foundations you've worked so hard to establish. The dual-purpose nature of these tools is a reminder that life requires balance. You cannot focus solely on building and neglect defending what you've built, nor can you spend all your energy fighting without taking time to create something worth protecting. The shovel without the sword leaves you vulnerable, unable to withstand the forces that would undo your progress. The sword without the shovel, however, leaves you purposeless, fighting battles without meaning or vision. Success is not just about the act of building, it is about ensuring what you build endures. Moreover, these tools are not just external, they represent internal qualities that must coexist within you. The shovel calls for patience, vision, and hard work. It asks you to dig deep, to embrace the process even when the results are not immediate. On the other hand, the sword requires courage, discernment, and strength. It demands that you know when to stand your ground, when to say no, and when to fight for what truly matters. Together, they create a harmony that empowers you to face life with both conviction and strategy. The beauty of this dual-purpose principle is that it applies universally no matter your stage in life or the challenges you face. Whether you are laying the foundation for a new dream, nurturing a growing project, or defending the progress you've already made, the shovel and the sword are indispensable. They remind you that preparation and protection are not separate endeavors, but interconnected parts of a greater whole. Each action you take with one informs the other. Your progress with the shovel gives meaning to your fight with the sword, and your defense with the sword ensures the integrity of what you build with the shovel. Ultimately, the lesson of the shovel and the sword is one of empowerment. It encourages you to embrace the duality of life, to be both a builder and a defender, a dreamer and a warrior. Life will not always hand you what you need sometimes. You will have to dig for it. And when opposition arises, you must stand ready to fight for what you have dug. In this way, the shovel and the sword become more than tools. They become symbols of a mindset, a commitment to building a life of purpose and protecting it with unwavering determination. The balance between building and battling is one of the most critical dynamics in life, shaping how we navigate challenges and achieve our goals. Life is not one-dimensional. It is both a construction site and a battlefield. To succeed, you must learn how to construct your future while simultaneously defending it. These two actions, building and battling, are not mutually exclusive. They are intertwined. To focus solely on building without preparing for the battles that inevitably come is to leave your work vulnerable. On the other hand, to focus only on battling without taking time to build is to fight without purpose. Life requires a mastery of both, and understanding this balance is the key to lasting success. Building represents creation, growth, and forward momentum. It is the act of laying down the foundation for your dreams, brick by brick, with intentional effort. When you build, you are making room for possibility. This process requires a vision of what could be, a willingness to invest time and energy, and the patience to see it through. Builders are not afraid to start small, knowing that greatness often begins in humble places. Every nail driven, every stone laid, and every plan executed is an act of faith, a belief that what is being built will stand the test of time. Building takes persistence, focus, and unwavering dedication. But as you build, battles will arise. It is an undeniable truth that progress attracts resistance. The moment you step into your purpose and begin to work toward your goals, obstacles will emerge. These battles may come in the form of self-doubt, criticism, unexpected setbacks, or even outright opposition from others. Life doesn't hand you success without testing your resolve. This is where the fighting comes in. Battling is not just about surviving, it is about protecting what you are building and refusing to let anyone or anything take it away from you. It requires courage, determination, and an unwavering belief in your vision. The challenge lies in balancing these two demands. If you focus only on building without being prepared for the battles, you risk losing what you've worked so hard to create. It's like constructing a house with no locks on the doors. Your efforts are left unguarded, vulnerable to theft or destruction. But if you spend all your time battling without making time to build, you end up exhausted, fighting for something that doesn't even exist. Balance is not about dividing your time equally between building and battling. It's about knowing when each is required and giving it your full attention in that moment. Learning to balance building and battling also means accepting the fluidity of life. There will be seasons where building takes precedence, times when you are focused on laying foundations, growing your skills, and creating opportunities. During these times, you must remain vigilant, knowing that the battles will come. Then there are seasons where battling takes center stage, times when you are fighting to protect your progress, warding off discouragement, or pushing through resistance. In these moments, you must not lose sight of your vision. Even while battling, you must remember what you are fighting for. This balance demands not just effort, but wisdom. It requires you to discern when to step back and build quietly and when to stand up and fight boldly. Both are acts of strength, but they require different kinds of energy. Building is a slow, deliberate process. Battling is often urgent and intense. To master both is to master yourself, your patience, your persistence, and your ability to stay focused under pressure. The harmony between building and battling also teaches an important lesson about resilience. Life is not easy, but it is worthwhile. Every time you fight for what you built, you reinforce its value. Every time you return to build after a battle, you prove that you are not easily defeated. This cycle of building and battling, far from being a burden, is what makes life meaningful. It shapes you, strengthens you, and prepares you for greater things. Ultimately, the balance between building and battling is not just about achieving your goals, it's about becoming the kind of person who can sustain them. It's about developing the character, strength, and wisdom to navigate life's complexities with grace and determination. When you learn to embrace both the builder and the warrior within you, you become unstoppable. Life's challenges may slow you down, but they cannot defeat you. You will build, you will battle, and in the end, you will prevail. And in the end, you will prevail. Purpose in the process is one of the most profound truths we must grasp as we journey through life. Too often people focus solely on outcomes, on the final product, the achievement, or the destination without understanding the critical value of the process itself. The shovel and the sword symbolize this process in a vivid way. Every swing of the shovel and every strike of the sword carries meaning. The act of building something and protecting it is not just about the end result, it's about the transformation that takes place in you as you engage in the process. Your purpose is not waiting for you at the finish line, it is found in every step, every effort along the way. The process teaches you patience. When you pick up the shovel to dig the foundations of your dreams, you realize that nothing worthwhile happens overnight. Each scoop of dirt is a reminder that growth takes time. This can be frustrating when you don't see immediate results, but it is in these moments that purpose begins to reveal itself. The process is about developing the strength to keep going when progress feels slow, and the faith to trust that every small action is contributing to something bigger. This patience is not passive, it is active, requiring you to show up every day and put in the work, even when the rewards are not yet visible. The process also teaches you resilience. As you dig deeper with the shovel, you will encounter hard ground moments of difficulty, pain, or opposition. It is tempting to stop when the digging gets tough, to settle for shallow roots rather than pushing through the resistance. But it is in these moments that your purpose becomes clearer. Each challenge you overcome in the process is a testament to your commitment and a reminder of why you started in the first place. The process shapes you into someone who can withstand adversity and keep moving forward. This resilience becomes part of your purpose, preparing you to handle even greater challenges in the future. With the sword, the process takes on a different dimension. The act of defending what you are building is not just about warding off external threats. It is about strengthening your inner resolve. Every time you raise the sword to protect your dreams, you are reminded of their value. The process of battling teaches you to fight for what matters, to stand firm in the face of doubt, and to confront your fears with courage. These battles are not distractions from your purpose, they are integral to it. They refine you, forcing you to clarify your priorities and focus your energy on what truly matters. Purpose in the process also means learning to find joy and meaning in the work itself, rather than constantly looking ahead to the results. Each swing of the shovel is an opportunity to appreciate the effort you are putting in and the growth that is taking place within you. Each use of the sword is a chance to celebrate your strength and determination. When you embrace the process, you realize that the journey is just as important as the destination, if not more so. The process becomes a source of fulfillment, a reminder that you are living out your purpose every single day. Moreover, the process connects you to others. No one builds or battles alone, and part of your purpose may be found in the relationships you form along the way. Whether it's the people who support you, those you inspire, or even those who challenge you, each interaction contributes to your growth and adds meaning to your journey. Purpose is not a solitary pursuit, it is intertwined with the lives you touch and the legacy you leave behind. Ultimately, finding purpose in the process transforms the way you approach life. Instead of constantly striving for the next milestone or feeling discouraged by setbacks, you begin to see every moment as an opportunity to grow, learn, and contribute. The process becomes a teacher, a guide, and a source of strength. You realize that your purpose is not something you achieve, it is something you live out every day with every swing of the shovel and every strike of the sword. When you embrace the process, you are not just building something external, you are building yourself. You are becoming stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your purpose. The process is where transformation happens, where dreams take shape, and where you discover who you truly are. It is not a means to an end, it is the very essence of the journey. Through the process, you don't just reach your purpose, you fulfill it moment by moment, day by day. Overcoming opposition is a defining aspect of the journey to achieving any meaningful goal. It is an inevitable reality that as soon as you take steps toward building your dreams or pursuing your purpose, resistance will arise. Opposition comes in many forms: external challenges, internal doubts, and even unexpected setbacks. It may come from people who misunderstand your vision, circumstances that seem insurmountable, or fears that whisper you're not good enough. But opposition is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to refine you, strengthen you, and reveal the depth of your determination. How you respond to opposition determines whether you will crumble under its weight or rise above it. The first step in overcoming opposition is recognizing that it is a natural part of the process. Many people are surprised when they encounter resistance, as if it is a sign they are on the wrong path. In truth, opposition often serves as confirmation that you are moving in the right direction. The greater the purpose, the greater the resistance. This is not a reason to stop, it is a reason to press on. Understanding this shifts your perspective, allowing you to see opposition not as an obstacle, but as an opportunity to grow. When you face opposition, it forces you to confront your weaknesses and limitations. This can be uncomfortable, but it is also necessary. Growth does not happen in comfort zones, it happens in the heat of battle. Every time you face resistance, you are given the chance to sharpen your skills, clarify your vision, and strengthen your resolve. Opposition exposes areas where you need to improve, and it gives you the motivation to rise to the challenge. It is not a sign of failure, it is a sign that you are being stretched and prepared for the next level. Overcoming opposition also requires a clear understanding of your why. Why are you building this dream? Why are you pursuing this goal? Your why is the anchor that keeps you grounded when the winds of resistance blow against you. It reminds you of the deeper purpose behind your efforts and gives you the strength to endure when the journey becomes difficult. Without a strong why, it is easy to become discouraged and give up. But when your purpose is clear, opposition becomes a motivator rather than a deterrent. It fuels your determination and gives you the courage to keep going. Another key to overcoming opposition is learning to fight strategically. Not every challenge requires the same response, and not every battle is worth fighting. Some opposition is external, like criticism, competition, or unforeseen circumstances. Other forms are internal, like self-doubt, fear, or procrastination. To overcome these challenges, you must be discerning. Know when to stand your ground, when to adapt your approach, and when to let go of distractions that do not serve your purpose. Success is not about fighting every battle, it is about choosing the battles that matter and fighting them with everything you've got. Community and support also play a crucial role in overcoming opposition. No one succeeds alone, and during times of resistance, having people who believe in you can make all the difference. These are the individuals who remind you of your strength, encourage you when you feel like giving up, and hold you accountable to your goals. Surround yourself with people who uplift you and distance yourself from those who drain your energy or may plant seeds of doubt. Opposition may be inevitable, but isolation is not. Together you are stronger. Lastly, overcoming opposition requires resilience, the ability to bounce back after setbacks and keep moving forward. Resilience is not about avoiding failure, it is about refusing to let failure define you. Every time you rise after falling, you grow stronger. Every challenge you overcome adds to your confidence and prepares you for the next one. Opposition becomes less intimidating when you realize that it cannot defeat you unless you let it. Resilience turns resistance into a stepping stone, a tool for your growth and advancement. In the end, opposition is not your enemy, it is your ally. It teaches you to fight for what matters, to stand firm in your convictions, and to push beyond your perceived limits. Each time you overcome resistance, you are reminded of your strength and your purpose. You are not just building something external, you are building yourself, your character, your perseverance, and your faith. Opposition is the fire that refines you, shaping you into someone who is not only capable of achieving great things, but also capable of sustaining them. Embrace the opposition and let it propel you forward. Courage in conflict is an essential quality for anyone striving to achieve something meaningful in life. Conflict, whether external or internal, is an unavoidable part of the journey, and how you respond to it often determines your success. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to move forward despite it. It is the strength to stand firm in your convictions, the boldness to face challenges head on, and the resilience to keep going even when the odds are against you. In the face of conflict, courage becomes your shield, your weapon, and your guiding light. It allows you to fight for your dreams and navigate the stormy seas of life with purpose and determination. Conflict comes in many forms. It may be the resistance of external circumstances that threaten to derail your plans, the criticism of others who don't understand your vision, or the internal battles you face with doubt, fear, and insecurity. Regardless of its form, conflict tests your resolve. It challenges your belief in yourself and in your mission. This is where courage steps in. Courage doesn't eliminate the challenges, but equips you to confront them. It empowers you to stand tall, even when you feel small, and to keep moving forward when every step feels like a struggle. Having courage in conflict means choosing to act despite uncertainty. Life rarely provides guarantees. When you step into the arena of your dreams, there are no promises that the road will be smooth or that success is assured. But courage reminds you that the act of stepping forward is itself a victory. It's easy to stay in the comfort zone where there's no risk of failure or rejection. But growth only happens when you push beyond what feels safe. Courage allows you to embrace the unknown, to take risks, and to trust that you have what it takes to handle whatever comes your way. Conflict also has a way of revealing what you truly value. When faced with opposition, you're forced to decide what's worth fighting for. Courage helps you clarify your priorities and focus your energy on what matters most. It's not about fighting every battle, but about choosing the ones that align with your purpose. Courage in conflict means being willing to stand up for your values, even when it's unpopular, and to defend your vision, even when others don't see it. It's about staying true to yourself and your goals, no matter how tough the road becomes. Courage is also deeply connected to perseverance. Conflict often feels overwhelming, especially when it drags on or when the outcomes are uncertain. It's tempting to quit, to convince yourself that the struggle isn't worth it. But courage refuses to give in. It's the voice that says, keep going even when you're tired, discouraged, or afraid. Every step you take in the face of conflict is a testament to your strength and determination. Courage doesn't guarantee that you'll win every battle, but it ensures that you'll never stop trying. Another important aspect of courage in conflict is the willingness to grow through the struggle. Conflict is uncomfortable, but it is also a powerful teacher. Each challenge you face has the potential to make you stronger, wiser, and more capable. Courage allows you to see conflict not as a barrier, but as a stepping stone. It invites you to learn from your experiences, to adapt your strategies, and to emerge on the other side better equipped for the next challenge. Courage transforms conflict from something to fear into an opportunity for growth. It's also important to remember that courage is not a solitary endeavor. Even the strongest individuals need support. Surrounding yourself with people who inspire and encourage you can make all the difference in moments of conflict. Courage isn't about pretending you don't need help. It's about having the strength to ask for it when you do. It's about leaning on others when your own strength falters and lending your courage to others when they need it. Together, you can face conflicts that would be insurmountable alone. Ultimately, courage in conflict is about staying true to your mission and refusing to back down in the face of adversity. It's about believing in yourself and in the importance of what you're working toward, even when the path is hard. Courage doesn't mean you won't feel fear or doubt. It means you won't let them stop you. Each act of courage builds upon the last, creating a foundation of confidence and resilience that will carry you through even the most difficult conflicts. With courage, there is no challenge you cannot face, no conflict you cannot overcome, and no dream you cannot pursue. Courage doesn't just help you survive the battle, it helps you thrive because of it. Mastering timing is an essential skill for success in life. It's not just about knowing what to do, but knowing when to do it. Timing influences every decision, every opportunity, and every outcome. In the metaphor of the shovel and the sword, this principle is particularly relevant. The shovel represents the time to build, to plant, and to prepare. The sword represents the time to fight, to defend, and to act decisively. Mastering timing means understanding the seasons of life, discerning when to dig deep with the shovel and when to draw the sword for battle. Success depends on your ability to align your actions with the right moment, neither rushing ahead nor lagging behind. Timing is not just about speed or efficiency, it is about alignment. Often people fail because they try to force things to happen out of season. They may rush into battles before they are prepared or wait too long to act when the opportunity demands urgency. Mastering timing requires patience and wisdom. It is the art of knowing when to wait and when to move. Just as a farmer does not plant seeds in the dead of winter or harvest prematurely, you must recognize the rhythms of life and act in harmony with them. Building with the shovel is a process that requires timing. There are moments to plan, moments to work, and moments to rest. If you attempt to rush the building phase, you risk creating something unstable or incomplete. Conversely, if you delay too long in preparation, the opportunity may pass. Timing with the shovel means being attuned to the work that needs to be done and pacing yourself accordingly. It requires humility to recognize that some things take time and cannot be hurried. And it also demands diligence to avoid procrastination. The sword, on the other hand, demands a different kind of timing. When conflict arises, hesitation can be costly. There are moments in life when you must act swiftly and decisively, when waiting is not an option. Timing with the sword is about readiness, being prepared to defend what you've built at a moment's notice. It's about recognizing when the moment calls for boldness, courage, and action. The timing of the sword is often urgent, and mastering it means staying alert and responsive. Learning to balance the timing of the shovel and the sword is perhaps the greatest challenge. Life does not always provide clear signals, and the transition between building and battling is not always obvious. There will be moments when you are tempted to pick up the sword prematurely, wasting energy on battles that could have been avoided with better preparation. Similarly, there will be times when you are so focused on building that you fail to recognize the need to defend your progress. Mastering timing means cultivating discernment, the ability to assess the situation and act accordingly. Timing also involves the wisdom to let go of opportunities that are not meant for you. Not every open door is the right door, and not every challenge is worth fighting. Mastering timing means understanding that no is sometimes the most strategic response. It's about conserving your energy for the battles and opportunities that truly matter. This requires self-awareness and the courage to trust that the right moment will come. Patience is a critical component of mastering timing. In a world that glorifies instant results, it can be difficult to wait for the right moment. But rushing into action without preparation is often a recipe for failure. Patience allows you to build a solid foundation, to sharpen your tools, and to prepare yourself for the challenges ahead. It reminds you that great things take time and that the best outcomes are often worth the wait. At the same time, mastering timing involves readiness. You cannot afford to be complacent or unprepared when the moment arrives. Readiness means staying vigilant, sharpening your skills, and maintaining your focus so that when the opportunity comes, you are able to seize it without hesitation. Timing is not just about waiting, it's about being prepared to act. when the waiting is over. Ultimately, mastering timing is about aligning your actions with your purpose and the opportunities before you. It is the ability to move with confidence and clarity, knowing that you are acting in the right moment. When you master timing, you don't just react to life, you anticipate, prepare, and respond with precision. It is this mastery that allows you to build effectively with the shovel and fight decisively with the sword. With timing on your side, there is no goal too distant, no challenge too great, and no opportunity beyond your reach. Timing transforms effort into success and potential into fulfillment. In life's great journey, the balance between the shovel and the sword, between building and battling, defines not only what we achieve, but who we become. These tools are not just symbols, they are lifelines, guiding us through the complexities of purpose, opposition, courage, and timing. They teach us that every step, every challenge, and every triumph is part of a greater process, one that refines us as much as it rewards us. The shovel reminds us of the importance of foundation, of patience, and of the quiet strength required to lay the groundwork for our dreams. It teaches us to build with care, intention, and unwavering faith, knowing that what we construct today becomes the legacy we leave behind. The sword, on the other hand, calls forth the warrior within us, demanding courage in the face of conflict, resilience in the face of resistance, and the determination to defend what we hold dear. Together, these tools remind us that life is not simply about what we achieve, but how we grow through the process of striving. Your purpose is revealed not just in what you accomplish, but in who you become along the way. The battles you face will strengthen your resolve, the opposition will sharpen your focus, and the timing will teach you to trust in both preparation and providence. Life will demand that you pick up the shovel to dig deep and the sword to stand tall, but in all things it is your heart, your courage, and your ability to persevere that will determine your success. So build with boldness and battle with bravery. Trust the process, master the timing, and never lose sight of your purpose. For in the end, the measure of your journey will not simply be in the heights you reach, but in the strength you forge and the impact you've made along the way. No excuses. That is the ultimate call to action. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. The challenges you face, the conflicts that arise, and the timing that may not feel perfect are not reasons to stop, they are reasons to push harder. The shovel and the sword are already in your hands, and with them comes the responsibility to act. There is no room for hesitation, no place for self-doubt, and no time for blaming circumstances or waiting for the right moment. The only moment you have is now, and the only acceptable path is forward. Excuses weaken the foundation of purpose, distract you from your goals, and rob you of the victories that belong to those who persevere. Yes, the journey will be tough. Yes, the weight of the shovel will grow heavy, and the blade of the sword will feel dull at times. But you have everything you need to succeed. The fire of resilience is within you. The courage to confront obstacles is yours to claim. Excuses have no power unless you give it to them, and you must refuse to let them dictate your life. Every great achievement in history was built on the determination to move forward despite opposition, setbacks, and fear. The people who succeed are not those who avoid challenges, but those who face them head on with grit in their hearts and purpose in their souls. They don't wait for ideal conditions, they create them. They don't lament the hardships, they conquer them. And you are no different.